Hey, good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, depending where you're dialing in from. Happy Thursday, and welcome to this week's deep dive. We are going to spend this week looking at one of our new features that we've recently released in Sendible, where we are giving you the ability to add a custom frame when uploading videos to your social media posts. So it's something that was raised in our feedback portal a little while ago, received lots of votes, and I'm happy to announce that is now available and ready for us to take a closer look at. So for those that haven't met me before, my name is Marcus. I'm a customer success specialist at Sendible. I'm based in the UK, hence my accent. And I'm really happy to have you all along with us today. I'll be joined by my lovely colleague, Julie, that will be available to answer any questions that you guys may have. She's just kind of said hello in our chat tab, so feel free to say hello to Julie back. And I'm going to start to share my screen. But before I do, I like to do a little icebreaker every week. So today's icebreaker, keep it quite simple. Just want to find out where our people are dialing in from. So I know there's not many of us today, but I'm over in London and we're having a really lovely day. Hence, it's a little bit hot today, which is great. We always complain about the weather, whether it is hot or cold. So guess we have to get used to that one. All right, so let me know where you're dialing in from and I will start to share my screen and we can begin today's session. Oh, we've got Carrie from Toronto. I love Toronto. It's I've been once. It was so cold, but also so lovely and clean and tidy, which was just something I'll always remember. North Dakota, thank you, Julie. Gorgeous sunny day in Atlanta, Georgia. Ah, that's great. Right, so hopefully everyone can see my screen. And I'm going to first start taking a look at our compose box and the steps that we take when uploading a video. So on the right hand side at all times, we have the compose box here. And I'm just going to select a few profiles that allow for video content to be published. So that could be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Over here. So these are my 5 profiles that I'll be using. And you can see we've got a tab for each social network here on the right hand side, along with any conditions. I'm just going to stick in the original tab here. So my one post should work and be accepted across all networks. So as usual, I'll just add my post text here. And you can see Instagram's already flagged a warning because it's expecting a bit of media. So no worries. Let's go back to my global tab and then I'll start to upload my video. So when uploading video content, we're going to want to select on our little paperclip icon here. And then 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to want to upload a file that you've got stored locally. And so I'll go ahead and browse my files here. And you can see in my downloads folder, I've got a couple of videos available here. So I'll go ahead and upload my science lab one. Okay, so this will just take a second or two while it processes. And after which I'm going to select our pencil icon here, which will allow us to take a few steps in terms of customizing this video. Okay. So we'll just let that load and then I'll take you into the next step here. Okay, if there is any questions throughout the session, just to the right of the chat tab, we've got a questions box. So do feel free if you have any questions prepared or throughout the session, just to get them added in there. Okay, we're almost there. It did work a bit quicker the first time, Julie, but here we are. Okay, so this is going to bring in sort of the default thumbnail. So probably like the first frame that you would see in that video. And just an FYI, the thumbnail image that we select is going to be mainly used for Facebook and Instagram as shown here. So let's go ahead and click the icon here. And now we can see the different fields available to us. And we're going to break these down. So the first thing is asking us is the title of the video. So that title is going to be used on 3 social networks. So on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, which means Instagram and Twitter won't display the title that we add. So we'll just call this my test video title. And then we've got details. So details is something that is only sponsored by YouTube. So this is things like adding tags for SEO purposes. So we can add like a Sendible tag. Okay, maybe like a YouTube tag as well. Okay, so this is going to be just for YouTube. So we're telling you over here that it's only supported by YouTube. And that's the same with the category. So the list of categories here are very specific to what you would see when adding a video natively on YouTube. So we'll go with entertainment as our category. Okay, now to the fun stuff is where we can actually select our custom video frame here. So we can move along our video and pick a frame. So let's go for this one here where we can actually see our samples. So 14 seconds in, this is what I want to set as my video thumbnail. Okay, so this, as mentioned, is going to be supported on Facebook and Instagram, but it's not going to be supported for Facebook groups or when using the Instagram reminder service. All right, so let's go ahead and save this piece of content. And then we can see it's going to bring in that specific frame that we've selected. So that's great. So at this stage, we can go ahead and, schedule our post to go out at a future date. We can send now, we can seek for approval and take those actions that we're used to taking. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to just send now and let that get published to my 5 channels. So let's go ahead and do that over here. All right, perfect. So that's now been sent. So if we head over to we're in Engage. So if we go to Sent Items, you can see all the testing that I've done beforehand. So in a second or two, we're going to see that appear in our Sent Items. We're also going to see them appear throughout the different profiles that we publish to. So Mr. Dubs will show the video here. Point MMA will have it here. So in a second, these will all be shown. And then what I would like to do is actually head over to those social networks so we can actually see how that video appeared, which social networks took that thumbnail, what happened to our video title, and so on. So let me just go and refresh my dashboard, and hopefully that will be ready for us to explore. Okay, so Mr. Dubs. No, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to just head over to that profile, and I'm pretty sure by the time we get there, that video will be ready for us. So I'll just get rid of all of this, and hopefully that will appear soon. Sorry, it always takes a little bit longer when showing something live. Okay, nothing has bounced, so yeah, it is just taking a second, so sorry everyone. Okay, so LinkedIn has sent it. So once it's been published to LinkedIn, it doesn't actually show you the video in the stream, but if we go and view our profile here, we will see that our video is shown here. It was just posted now. And remember that LinkedIn doesn't actually support the actual thumbnail, but it has taken the video and posted as normal. So that's worked as intended. Let's take a look at Twitter and the tweets that we've done on Twitter. So here's our video here that we've just posted. Now, remember, Twitter doesn't also show the thumbnail, but it does kind of bring in some of the media. And if we go and view this tweet, we will see that this video will just autoplay as expected. Great stuff. So what has happened with Facebook and Instagram? Let's take another look. So here it is. So here's Facebook, and it's brought in the actual frame that we've selected. It's not the video file itself, but the frame is there. And when we go to view the source, it should load as a, there you go, as a still. I've set my Facebook settings to not autoplay. So bear in mind, Facebook by default may autoplay the videos, but in this case it hasn't. So when I start the video, it starts from the beginning, but did display the custom thumbnail that I wanted to. Okay, so there's a couple more to look at. We have Instagram over here, which should now show. No, it hasn't actually gone through for Instagram for some reason. Hasn't bounced. Might just be taking some time to process. And then the last one was YouTube. YouTube doesn't have a stream, but I have it open here. So if I refresh, it should be shown in my list of videos. There it is, my test. We have our thumbnail, which is great. And if we go to edit, because I did want to show, we've got the title and the description that was shown here. And then remember, we added tags and categories. That is related to here. So here's my tags, Sendible and YouTube. And then my category, which was entertainment, is shown just here. So that was how we sort of published and had our videos displayed online. Okay. Now, another way that you can, use this new functionality is by pre-preparing your videos in advance. So what do I mean by that is we've had a look at how we add our videos to the compose box. But another thing that I like to personally do is add my videos to a content library. So under content, I'll have my content over here. I've gone ahead and I've actually created a brand new library and I've named it my video library. So here's where I have all of my videos stored. And you can see you can upload the same video, but with different frames. So I've kind of pre-loaded these, but it's very easy to add content to a content library. Use this, go to the library that you want, select add content, decide which type of content you want to add. Is it going to be a rich text like you would use for blogs, or like a social media content? So in this case, you're safe using social media. But you can also, every library you create has a unique email address associated. So you can actually email content in as well, whether it be a video, an image, hashtags. Anything you email to this address would appear in that content library. So we can actually go ahead and select social media here. And then I'm just gonna, browse for my files and just add another video in the very same way that we did previously. You can just select and add another video. Okay. And then once that's been added, you will have the options to edit. So let's just take a look at one that I've done already. Okay, so I've uploaded my video, and then you'll have the same options to kind of prepare your video with the thumbnail that you need, and any title or text and tags and so on. Okay, so once you've created your videos and in your media video library, you could take your videos directly from here, click share as plain text, and then that will insert that video into the compose box, where once again you can make any edits, select your profile, and get that published or scheduled out. Okay, another way that you can reference those videos that you've saved in your library is via the compose box, and by using this book icon. And the book icon will allow you to reference your content that you have saved. You can filter by your different libraries, and then you can actually go in and start to insert your videos, add your text, add your profiles, and then get those published. Okay, so there's a few different ways on how you can manage your videos, save them within your dashboard, edit them for different purposes, such as your Facebook, your LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. and then we had a look at what they actually look like once they've been published. You can access them via the streams, and then you can also see via the sent items as well. And within the sent items, you actually do have access to the video file. So if you ever needed to use those video files again, go into your sent items, you can click the video here. And then most browsers will allow you to right click on the video and actually save them back to your computer if you ever needed to use them again. So I hope that's all clear. I haven't seen many questions come up at this stage, but please, if there is any questions or anything that any other examples you'd like to see, now is the time to let us know. I'll just invite Julie in as well to help answer any questions that come in, or just to share some other sort of things that may be upcoming. So Julie, feel free to join the stage.
Hey there.
Hey.
I just wanted to mention just a couple of things, one of which was the autoplay on Facebook. Facebook by default does autoplay. So if you're doing this and creating thumbnails, sometimes the autoplay goes by so quickly that you don't actually see the thumbnail. So in order to turn that off, you need to go to your Facebook profile under settings, under video, and then set the autoplay to off. Yeah, settings and privacy, settings again, scroll down on the left, videos, and then autoplay videos, and Marcus already has it turned off.
Yeah, for the purpose of this exercise, I thought it would be the wise thing for us to do.
Yeah, and it again, if you are selecting videos and testing and want to verify that they work, you may want to set that off for your own purposes. The other thing is we do have a document for at Sendible, support.sendible.com, and I can drop this in the chat, as far as video guidelines for the various sites. Each of the social platforms has kind of their own rules for what videos they will display. And so just something to be aware of in case you're having difficulty with one. Sometimes it's because it's not meeting a particular guideline on a particular social network. Excellent. And they're all different.
Yeah.
that being said, one video can post to all of them. But yeah, if you do run into troubles, sometimes it's specific to one network because you've run into one of their guidelines.
That is very true. So things like the duration or the size of the actual video are all things to take into account. But if you're ever in doubt, as you said, please use the link in the chat, or just head to support.sendible.com and you could just search for video guidelines to get this article up. Yep. That is excellent. Perfect. And we've been asked sort of recently, is it possible to use a custom image instead of a video frame? So the answer to that is not yet, but this is the first phase of hopefully many. So that is on our to-do list, and to push that sort of higher up the list, you can search for that idea at feedback.sendible.com. But it is something that is already on our radar, and once released, we will hold another deep dive to kind of talk you through that feature as well. Okay, doesn't look like we have many questions, Julie, so I hope that was useful for everyone. I'll just hang around for a bit longer, but no questions today. Something in the chat.
I just dropped the link into that feature request for being able to upload thumbnails. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and vote for it, because that will help us prioritize it and see what we can do about getting that released. It is planned.
Fantastic. It's planned. It's got a healthy number of votes and comments, so it looks like it's building some traction. But yeah, that would be really good. So anyone that's kind of interested in this idea and wants to push for allowing custom images to be used as a thumbnail, so you can really upload like a polished look, then yeah, please head over here and add your votes. That'd be fantastic. Okay, awesome. Well, if there isn't any questions, I will leave it there, and just sort of thank everyone again for attending, and catch us again same time next week. And it's been a pleasure. Julie, thank you so much.
Happy to do it.
All right. Thanks, everyone. You take care. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye now.